You know what's interesting? Bonuses in May's Red Dead Online event are much better than they looked. Actually, they are much better than Rockstar told us. So I guess it's a good news, at least for beginners. But it leads us to one interesting problem. Modern Rockstar just cannot do anything right. It's not a hate, by the way, it's a critique. I really want them to be better, and that's why we will take a look at the last newswire, and I will show two huge mistakes that Rockstar are making again and again. Mistakes that can be easily fixed. First of all, as you already know, this monthly event is focused on horse races. Now look, the main bonus here is racing bonus. 4x Red Dead Online dollars in standard races and more. Triple gold on open races. Sounds good, sounds like a great money-making opportunity, but no, in practice it's actually nothing. Like, take a look at this open race. I finished on a second place and received $4 and 0 gold bars, because you know what's the big problem with these races? They're too short. Quite often you will finish them in less than 3 minutes, and I remind you, in this case in Red Dead Online you receive 0 gold bars. Yeah, for most activities they have this stupid payout structure. So yeah, triple gold sounds great, but on practice most of the time you will not receive gold at all, and sometimes you will receive 0.24 gold bars if your race will take longer than 3 minutes. But again, there are cutscenes, loading screens and waiting time between races. But the biggest problem is not even that this bonus is not good on practice. It looks like Rockstar are trying to attract players to some unpopular modes. They have data that players are not joining horse races or, let's say, call to arms, and they think, well, we should make some extra payouts for this mode to like advertise them, to show players that we have such modes. But the problem is, people don't play in many modes not because of payout only, but because some other fundamental problems. Let's say with call to arms, big problem is there is no matchmaking, so most of the time you gonna be solo, unless you have a pre-made posse, and if you're gonna be solo, well, you don't really care about payout, it's still not gonna be worth it. Horse races, for example, people don't play this mode because it's not fun, it's actually annoying because you can get shot by people who not even taking part in race and just riding around and shooting other players. A lot of people are just standing AFK and so on. For these reasons races are not popular, and yes, they are not popular. Take a look at statistics that I was gathering 1 year ago. So increased payout is not gonna fix the problem. Yes, it might attract some players to try races or call to arms, for example, but they will see all these problems and just leave and never will go back, because for them it's gonna be a bad experience. So if Rockstar wants to make these races more popular, they should not just increase payouts for a month or for a week, but they need to fix these fundamental problems, including payout structure for horse races, because with this stupid payout structure based on time, even with triple or quadruple gold you still not gonna earn pretty much anything. So it was the first major mistake that Rockstar is doing again and again. People who are in charge, they just don't understand what players want, and the reason for that is pretty obvious. They are not looking for a feedback, there is no proper communication between players and between Rockstar. Anyway, next bonus that we have in Red Dead Online's May event is even more interesting, and I would say tells us a lot about modern Rockstar. I'm talking about double money and experience for blood money contracts. What's interesting here is that it's not double money and experience. I tested it and take a look. Usually for spending 10 minutes exactly in one of these missions we were receiving $28.12. But now for completing such mission in 10 minutes we are receiving $112. So it's 4 times more money and experience. And it's not like some bugged mission. I tested other contracts from the list, and there are 3 different contracts: Jeb Helps contract, Blue Water contract and the Railroad contract. Anyway, everywhere there are quadruple payouts for money and experience, not double, quadruple. And you know what's interesting? It's a really good bonus. bonus. Basically, it's the main bonus for this monthly event. It's still not as good as something that we had previously, like double money for trader role or for bounty hunter role, but it's a really good bonus for beginners. And since beginners are pretty much only people who still care about bonuses and discounts in Red Dead Online, Rockstar should have focused on this bonus. But instead they just forget to tell us about it. And as a result, everybody hates this monthly event. I mean, don't get me wrong, players will still be unhappy about this monthly event, even if Rockstar told us about this 4 times money for blood money contracts, just because players want to see real update in Red Dead Online, or at least some news about this update, not just another bonuses and discounts. But given some bonus would soften the blow, at least we could say like, well, yeah, it's another monthly event, but at least it's good for beginners. Because bonuses for horse races and for stranger missions really look like a trolling. By the way, I tested stranger missions as well, and they are really paying double money. And actually it's another weird bonus, because even with double money, stranger missions are just not good. It will be more profitable to grind blood money contracts even with regular payout than stranger missions with double payout. By the way, it's another example how Rockstar is trying to fix the problem with stranger missions by simply increasing payout for 1 month, but it's not gonna fix the problem. Stranger missions are outdated, they were never changed since beta, and it's not cool. Actually, they are pushing beginners away from Red Dead Online, because payouts are extremely small and they are based on time span, so after completing such mission in like 5 minutes, beginner will receive some pathetic amount of money, uncomparable to prices in a catalog, and will be completely disappointed and maybe even will decide to stop playing Red Dead Online. So my point is, Rockstar should change stranger missions, at least increase regular payout. Anyway, we have 4x money bonus that Rockstar actually forget to tell us about, but why it happened? I have few theories, and all of them are actually connected to low quality control. So first of all, maybe it's a person who changes numbers in a code, you know, changing payout multipliers just by mistake, typed 4 instead of 2. Or maybe exactly the same mistake was made by a person who's in charge of posting a newswire. So it's just a typo, there should be 4 but instead there is 2. In any way, the problem is low quality of work and no quality control. And again, it's not the first time when I see something like that in a Rockstar newswire. To be honest, only person who's doing a great job when we're talking about these posts is an artist who's making all these pictures. They're really cool, big respect. This person is doing some good job. But overall it looks like the team that is working on Red Dead Online, but where I don't know if there is even a team, maybe it's only one person, but anyway it looks like this team has no real passion to Red Dead Online, and it's the biggest problem here. Because with such approach, even if Rockstar will decide to add some updates to Red Dead Online, I'm afraid it's not gonna work. Without team being passionate about Red Dead Online and proper feedback with the community, best we can expect is another blood money update on Naturalist. Anyway guys, let me know in the comments what do you think about this critique. I've told you about this secret quadruple bonus, and therefore I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks to everyone who placed a like, and thanks to every my Patreon supporters. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, goodbye.